you so much.
I know. But we have to get out of here.
Not yet. We have to find Steve.
Who's Steve?
Don't do it. Don't go back for Steve. It's a trap. Hello, everybody. It's Steve. Tonight...
Me, it's Eric.
And it's Eric. I was going to say, tonight we have a special guest. Some of you guys know him, some of you don't. So, for those of you who don't know Eric, Eric, please give us your origin story.
Well, I'm Punished Eric. That's my username on YouTube. On Reddit, you probably know me as Uberstorm3, so I can incriminate myself and get banned from the Cinemassacre Truth here. And yeah, I'm a fun little character. I like acting foolish so that other people act foolish in response to that. I like provoking. I like doing a little bit of trolling, a little bit of rage baiting, and well, the Cinemassacre Truth is not happy with it. They're not happy with me.
Wait, what are you talking about? The Cinemassacre Truth was founded by trolls, so therefore they must, support trolls and love them, right?
You would think, but unfortunately it has fallen to I mean, it's really just become like every other place on Reddit. It's gotten too big for its britches, and so now they've got like microscopes on them at all times. And so we can't live by the rules of the subreddit. We have to live by the rules of Reddit itself.
So say it ain't so, my friend. Say it ain't so. You're telling me that now that they are the #1 Bimmy Reddit, they're basically taking the role of the #1 Bimmy Reddit, and now somehow the original Reddit is the more punk rock place to hang out? What the fuck is that?
Yes, that's literally what happened. Let's just get into it. All of this came as a result of one comment that I got. Someone replied to a comment that I left on someone else's post. It was a comment about Mike, and Filthy Island Devil decides to say, I want to see Mike get a foot job from Aaron so bad. Very, very degenerate comment. And then I checked back at that comment a while later, and it's gone. And I figured, well, that's funny. He deleted it. The way I put it in the post that got removed is the post nut clarity got to him. He figured out what he did was wrong. So I took a screenshot of that comment. I censored his username so that I'm not like calling out any people on the subreddit. I'm just laughing at the concept of truthers itself, really. It's just like the idea that it's like, there are people on this subreddit that say some very lolsy things. Let's share that here. And I mean, honestly, my kind of train of thought was, I've shown comments from the YouTube channel Cinemassacre and laughed at those comments. Not allowed to do that on our own subreddit, though. And ultimately it was because I was wrong. This comment was not deleted by Filthy Island Devil. It was deleted by the mods.
Oh,
and
shit.
So that's where I landed into some hot water.
Oh. Well, see, okay. Like, are we the users supposed to know or care who took down what post? I mean, that's not really our business, right?
That's exactly it. It's not really anything for me to care about. And so I posted this post, and I did leave I had a very interesting title. It was a title for this post that was just provocative. That's the best way of putting it. So I post this degenerate comment from this guy who wants to see a foot job, and I title it, "The subreddit has developed a sickness, and I am the cure." And then I put a little post body here. Comment was deleted, didn't have the sense to not post it, but eventually the post nut clarity got to them. And I had 12 upvotes on that post, and one comment, nobody's complaining. Somebody commented, Loco Bandito now on OnlyFans. It's just Mike posting dick pics.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, that's very innocent. It's just you making fun of a guy who made a bad joke. I mean, that's all it is.
Or someone who's like, you know, deliberately horny posting. In a very
I'm not
weird,
gonna. I don't want to
spiritual way.
believe that. I don't want to believe that, but it could be. It's not. It's not.
We
impossible.
are there at the. We're at that point in the internet. I mean, to tell you the truth, this character. The thing I didn't censor in the post was their profile image, which just says NSFW because it's like a public Gooner account.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah. See, that's...
But so I posted this thing on the subreddit. You know, some people upvoted it. A person commented. The moderators took it down.
Yeah.
Now, my biggest issue really is there are maybe like 5 posts on that subreddit a day, probably less, and they have 4 or 5 mods. I haven't checked. I think they have 4. They might have added another one recently, and they don't have the common courtesy to just be like, "Oh, we removed your post. This is why." It's just nope, it's removed, and it's like, really. And I asked that question especially because during this content drought of Cinemassacre, I remember asking them to post the clip of Slosh Winnan playing the AVGN theme. I said, hey, I don't want to post him here. If you guys don't want him here, can I post this? And the mod say, hey, yeah, it's slow. Go ahead and do it. And so I posted it. I'm willing to extend that common courtesy, but it doesn't go for it. It doesn't go both ways. It's not allowed.
Yeah, I mean, as somebody who has had a lot of posts removed from Cinemassacre Truth for various reasons, making fun of protected classes mostly, yeah, it's rare to get a reason outright. You have to ask them and then wait for them to tell you. And, you know, early on, a lot of the ones that I got taken down from myself, there was reasonable explanations for them. And so I thought, well, you know, they're just doing their job and they have to protect the subreddit from, you know, corporate Reddit saying that it's like a, you know, a hate farm or something, right? But here's the problem, guys, is that the main subreddit has been dying for years. And Cinemassacre Truth is now kind of the only place to really have any conversations about James Rolfe that, you know, get any sort of responses or any sort of engagement. So now what happened is all the normies who are on the normie Reddit, they're kind of all coming into our Reddit now because they don't have any other place to go. And what's left on their end is a bunch of, I don't know, dregs, I guess. And then what comes into our backyard is all this normie ass shit. And I mean, God, like before we came on tonight, I checked like the newest posts and it's just nothing but 540 joke, 540 joke, 540 joke. And I mean, some of them are okay, I guess, but I mean, my God, man, like what happened to the days of Brown Electrons and Young Kazi back when there was like edits, like every week there was an edit from somebody, you know, and now like it's not just a content drought from Bimmy, it's a content drought from the subreddit.
Oh yeah, totally. A lot of the better posters have, you know, moved on to bigger and better things because they are connected ultimately. Content from Bimmy drying up, content from I mean, really, the slobs getting off camera was like the worst thing that could have happened to the subreddit.
Yeah, kind of.
They were like, they fed us so well.
Yeah, they did. We wanted them gone for so long, and now they're gone. And I mean, I'm not one to miss, you know, any of them really. I mean, I am fond of Kieran, but I don't think Kieran belonged there. I think he belongs on his own. You know, like so. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, without Big Rihanna's, you know, luscious hair, without Justy making an ass of himself, you know, more often. Although I got to say that the Biodome thing was kind of lolsy.
Oh no, that was like the best content we got this year because it's like, how do these grown men like completely misplan this whole adventure and just fuck themselves over? It's like, how the fuck have you been alive this long? How do you even survive?
Yeah, like I kind of want to believe that it's all just phony, you know, a phony story for clout and clickbait. Like, oh, look, guys, look at this. But at the same time, it's like, well, realistically, if James Rolfe and Justin Silverman got lost in the desert, would they be able to easily find a way back? Probably not. So it's very believable, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, the funniest thing about the post that I had that got removed is that I decided, I can't remember the exact timeline of this because this was 2 weeks ago, and it's about a shit post. Like, I barely remember what I was doing that because other shit's going on. It's Reddit nonsense, and I'm just posting to make myself and other people laugh. So it's all of this is a little hazy. I don't remember the time scale here, the timeline, but I don't remember if I posted the post I made somewhere else or if I messaged the mods first. But I'll start with I posted that same. I want to see Mike get a foot job from Aaron so bad. I posted that same screenshot on r/the and what do you know? It stayed up for like a couple hours. It never got removed.
Huh.
And then I get into discussion with the mods. I open the mod mail, and I just immediately start swinging. I fucking come out there. I'm like immediately combative.
Well, because they're fucking Reddit mods, dude. Like,
yeah, it's
the fact that anybody on Reddit like takes the shit seriously. I mean, holy shit. People are like, oh, Steve, you must be some kind of internet obsessed A-log to have a subreddit based on Slosh. And it's like, dude, I only go on there to like just make sure nobody's like, you know, posting illegal shit to try and take the fucking subreddit down. But like, other than like 5 minutes a day, I don't really like, I just check it and go. You know, like,
yeah,
and there's people on there that they, I mean, my God, dude, there are people on there that they live on there. I mean, I don't want to call out names, but like guys like X-Wing and Drosselmeyer, and it's like, guys, you post on every fucking post. You make 2 or 3 posts a day. Like, holy shit, dude. And then what's funny is that they're not doing it for like the shit posting or the trolling aspect. They're trying to drive traffic to the subreddit. And then this brings up a question. Now, a lot of Reddit mods never want to talk about getting paid to be a Reddit mod. But there have been times in the past where Reddit mods have come forward saying, yes, I was a shill, or I was biased, and I was paid to be biased, or, you know, push a narrative. Now, granted, those are in mostly like political subreddits or whatever. But what are the odds that, you know, Cinemassacre Truth is large enough to drive enough traffic to profit from? Is there something there that we're missing, do you think?
I hope that's not the case, but I mean, it's one of those things that I wouldn't even really be upset about now, because it's like you mentioned, it's like there are some great posters that it's like they aren't really contributing anymore, and I mean, I've said it to myself as like a joke. I don't think I ever told you this, but it's like our subreddit is basically a religious schism from TCT, where it's like, no, we're gonna shitpost over here.
Well, yeah, I mean, the initial idea was that it was going to be a joke, to just be like a mockery, right? And then it actually sort of got some legs on it, which was not intended at all. And once it did, it was like, well, keep the joke going or kill it. And then it's like, so I talked to the mods at Cinemassacre Truth, basically announcing myself, saying, look, this is who I am, this is what I do. I think they might have already been kind of aware of me before that, but I just, you know, I made an official declaration saying this is where all this content needs to be. I want Slosh removed from the zeitgeist of Cinemassacre Truth. I don't want him to be a character there. I don't want him to be, and really I'm kind of doing him a favor. He should be thanking me for this shit. But I want him to be kind of erased from the history of Cinemassacre Truth, and you know, he becomes ours. He doesn't belong to them anymore. Now he belongs to us. So when people do make fun of Slosh on Cinemassacre Truth, most people are going to say, hey, go over here, this is where you do this now. I called it a landfill at a certain point, a toxic landfill.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
A little bit, right? And then I noticed that there was a lot of Red Cow people that wanted to use DWG Truth to bag on Frankie. And at first I was fine with it, but then when it started like becoming more frequent, I'm like, well, now I'm like divided in half over here, and I still needed Frankie at the time. I wasn't done with him yet. So luckily Joe Nada, our good buddy Joe, he started up you know, Red Cow Truth, and him and I, you know, we don't talk too often, but we do collab now and then on certain things. So Joe, if you're listening, a big shout out to Joe Nada, friend of the channel.
There's some pretty funny stuff on that Red Cow Truth.
I kind of like it better than our own subreddit, because it's a little more sharp, you know, like.
Well, we've got more to work with on Frankie, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think like despite like like Josh is too transparent. You know what I mean? Like if you almost figure out the meta and like his gag, but like, oh, he's a sad clown, got it.
Yeah.
But like Frankie, it's like there's layers to it, and there's like a two-facedness to it that it's like, okay, it makes you want to dig up more stuff. It makes me want to go and look back at more clips. I was initially looking for clips for Slosh, and then I find that toe in the ass clip.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, yes! I was like, it's fucking crazy because it's like they're both lolsy, and it's like I really do got to go through all of those. I got to go through all of those Josh guest appearances again because I did strike gold a couple times, and there might still be some in them hills.
Yeah, no, I remember watching those in their entirety and thinking, you know, because that's I knew about Slosh sort of peripherally, but like I think watching those little interviews they did with him is what really kind of lit the fire under me, where it's like, well, you know, if they could fuck with this guy, you know, I could do a better job than that, you know. And you know, like, and initially I set out to troll him. I ended up feeling sort of sympathetic towards the guy and trying to guide him off of the path. And then, you know, for most people know the history already. I don't have to get back into it, but just like, it's really unfortunate that Reddit has... Okay, so guys, the mods of Cinemassacre Truth don't want anybody to address the Cinemassacre Truth as a collective. So you can't say, oh, these people did this or those people did that. That will get you in big trouble, like, immediately. And yet, that's the whole purpose of a Reddit community, is to have like a common, you know, theme that you guys gather around or whatever. So when, you know, when you guys make these decisions to, oh, you can't say this, you can't do that, selectively enforcing the rules, which I think is fucked up because they don't want to take a hardline stance on AI. When slap fighting occurs, the person who posts the AI gets blamed. And it's just like, it's kind of a rotten thing where as there's a content drought, there's a lot of people out there that could make some really funny AI shit that would be hilarious, but like it would get rejected, you know?
Yeah, no, it genuinely pisses me off. They have a tag for their subreddit, Cinema AI occur.
Yeah.
Specifically for AI posts, and then everybody, even if that's tagged there, people are still in the chat like molding about it. It's like, dude, your fuck AI comment it's not putting the tube, like the toothpaste, back in the tube, man. You're not doing anything.
No, man, no. Reddit comments will stop Skynet, bro.
Oh yeah, it'll save us all. But so I get into it with these mods. I decide to post this same post that I made on the Cinemassacre Truth that got removed on the Cinemassacre. Yeah. It isn't removed. It stays up. And I get into conversation with the mods. I start swinging immediately. I open it, the title of the mod mail. You know what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
And then I just say, I censored the username. My post was and is harmless. Because that's like a clear rule. Okay, I'm not going to post someone's username. I'm not going to publicly shame an individual on this subreddit. That goes directly against its rules. Yeah. And I'm sure Reddit TOS. So I censored the username. He gets back to me after me saying, you know what you did was wrong. He affirms what I did was wrong. And he goes, you were not supposed to post it again. I removed your post. You were not supposed to post it again. I'm using my own words because I don't want to read the exact messages.
Yeah, yeah.
And they say, if you want to know why something got removed, the best thing you can do is message us, and we can explain that to you. And he explains, that comment you posted, the screenshot I posted, it wasn't deleted. They removed it, which I think I established. I didn't know that. Because again, why should I? Why should I pay attention to this bullshit? And this is like this is the thing that just made me smile and laugh when I first got this mail, where they're like, what did you mean by the title? What did you mean by this subreddit has a sickness and I am the cure? Are you trying to... do you not like how the mods are running things and you're trying to grow a little army of support for it? Again, I'm using my own words.
Oh, they're worried about that, are they?
Yeah, really, what this reads to me as is it's like, oh, we can't have dissent.
Yeah.
We can't have you laughing at the Cinemassacre truth. We can't have you laughing at truthers. Basically, what he's saying is okay, we all throw shit, but you cannot tell us that we stink. That's wrong. Dude, you're throwing shit at Bimmy and the slobs. You're throwing shit at all these people, and you can't laugh at yourselves? That's embarrassing.
It really is. That's the thing.
So I send. You go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, I mean,
you bring your point.
Sure. I mean, this is something that I've had problems with the mods as well. Is like, once you call them out on something publicly, they will not address it publicly. They'll privately get a hold of you and be like, well, why are you so upset? And what's wrong with it? And let me tell you something, guys. All those mods. Look at their post histories, look at their comment histories, the ones that have them available. You know, some of these guys are gooners, some of these guys are just basement dwelling fucking losers. And I don't mean that in like the pejorative, I mean that like literally they're in a basement somewhere. And I don't know, like the obviously the subreddit has been in decline. This is something Frankie has said, this is something Josh has said. Many people have said this. The whole fucking subreddit is in decline. It's not funny anymore. It's not interesting anymore. It's either way too fucking hateful, or you know, because that's something Dr. Harley doesn't like about it, is that there's a lot of obsessiveness over like weird shit like the wife and you know.
Yeah, that's always where I'm like, leave these people who aren't public figures out of it. If Bimmy does something funny on camera, fine, but like if he mentions something about his wife and kids, fucking. That's off limits.
If he had the wife and kids on camera all the time pushing them for clicks, then it's fair game. You know,
yes.
that's where Frankie fucked up, is that you might want to protect your family, bro. Just saying. So Bimmy is smarter than Frankie on just one more facet. Let it be known.
It's true.
And you know, granted, I had my kids on a couple of videos, but you know, like they're seen by very few people, and in the end, I did take them down. Yeah. I will admit that it was not the smartest idea, but that being said, me and the kids had fun making them, and you know, no regrets.
And it was just temporary. I mean, it's like it's not like anybody archived that shit. Nobody cares. So
and really, the bottom line is I didn't monetize that shit. Where it's like, look at my kids, give me money.
That's the big part.
I mean,
you're not using your family as a token, as a way to virtue signal, and look at how wholesome I am. I'm a good family man.
Oh, bro, EJ's baby was out the womb for 1 day, and they started exploiting it. You know.
Yep.
And then meanwhile, when Brown Electrons had a kid about a year ago, I think. When Brown Electrons had a kid, he didn't post that shit or make a video, and it was just like, oh, congratulations, you know, like you don't have to make a clickbait video like look at the baby, like that's sick, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, actually, I mean, we haven't really seen him posting, and I presume it's because he's got shit like that to take care of, and good for him, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, if anybody's earned their retirement, I mean, last 2 things he did was like 2 strikes at the king. He got Bimby in 2 legendary clips. Like he's done. He can retire. But like Film Trek, Danksy, he needs to come. We need him back.
Well, he came back a little bit. I think he's kind of going on a slow roll. He's also been doing some interviews and stuff. Him and I are, I don't know. I mean, he knows who I am, and he hasn't deleted me, and he likes my comments, so I guess he likes me. Yeah, the whole Bimmy-verse is starting to feel a little cramped, starting to feel a little incestuous, when not only does Justin Silverman leave a comment on one of my videos where I mock execute him, and that's just an odd thing, but when EJ had the baby, you know, Justin Silverman leaves a comment like, oh, the next time you guys are here, you know, bring the baby. I want to see the baby. And it's like, oh Lord, don't show the baby to Justin.
So we can eat the baby? What the what? Like what?
Dude, eating the baby would be the nicest thing you could do.
Harvest its adrenochrome? Like what?
Yeah. He's gonna stick a straw in it like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No, dude, if I ever had a comment, like, if I ever leave a comment on Reddit for, like, from Justin Silverman replying to it, or, like, I get that on YouTube one day, I'm gonna, like, I don't know when I'm gonna leave the shower, because I don't think I'll ever feel clean ever again. if Justin Silverman comments on my shit.
Well, yeah, he turned up in Cinemassacre Truth, a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's somebody left a post saying is a picture of Justin at a convention, and the post was something like, "I bought 540 copies of Movie Making Nerd off of this guy," or whatever, and Justin shows up and just says "coward," right? And it's highly upvoted. Some guy sassed him back and got downvoted to hell, and when Justin, clapped back, Justin got upvoted, and I'm like, what is this? Why the fuck is Justin? Justin got blown out in an AMA like a couple years ago, and now he's the hero. When a truther fucking slaps him, we downvote the truther. What?
Yeah, we're in fucking bizarro world now, and it's because we're at a point where it's like, yeah, the vast majority of those people on that sub who are active posters and active commenters and the people upvoting and downvoting, they're from the main sub, which this now is the main sub. So
yeah, and as we've taken on the main sub's refuse, a lot of the content is just becoming very milquetoast, very boring, very I mean, they embrace the memes, but they're not like, edgy or anything. I mean, I don't know. I mean, with the content drought on Bimmy's end, what are we going to make fun of? Like, he went to Pizza Hut and they had pizza, and it's like, I mean, that's kind of lolsy, I guess. But going back to Brown Electrons really quick, when he hit him the first time, I told him, I was like, dude, you touched the sun and you didn't burn your hand. And then when he did it again, I'm like, bro, you grabbed the sun with both hands and didn't get burned. Like, Brown Electrons achieved something that no truther had ever achieved before, and people clapped like a golf clap, and the next day it was like forgotten. And I'm like,
it's so bullshit. It needed to be like pinned and celebrated. Like, we needed like the ticker tape parades, like, because it's like, holy shit, he fucking got him twice,
dude.
He made Bimmy like stumble and like be like, what? Like, that's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I've always made the analogy that's kind of like the Pope's car. Like, the Pope has a bubble car that's like this.
That's exactly like it, yeah.
And like, there's no way you could penetrate the glass. It's like the most impenetrable, 3-foot thick glass or whatever, right? And somehow, some way, dude, fucking laser beam right through that goddamn thing twice in a row.
I don't know how he did it, but Brown Electrons is riding in the cab right next to the Pope. I don't know how he fucking did it. He just warped in there, man.
It was wild. And I mean, I think they've learned their lesson about super chats and whatever, because I mean, the moment you allow him to be on a show that's live with super chats, it'll never happen again. I promise you. It'll never happen again.
Every super chat will be vetted from now on, and we'll be like, it'll be cross-referenced with every TCT meme on the wiki. Like, they'll just be like, oh, we see 540 here. This ain't happening. It's not.
I mean, and then the first time it happened when it was on stage, I mean, Justin was at a loss, and he was like smiling through the tears, and he was like, he mumbled something like, "We love our fans," and it's like, fool, we're not your fans. We think that you're a PDF file. Your buddy got locked up for it, so
Oh man. Well, I had a good hard laugh at what this moderator sent to me. Just TLDR, your post was wrong. We removed it. Why did you post it again? Even though I posted it on r/TheCinemassacre, which they don't have jurisdiction there.
Because fuck them,
Message us instead of posting somewhere else. That's another part of it.
I know they
we removed the comment, and the thing that was the funniest, and this is like, I did shoot back some more combative messages, but like this last sentiment they left, where they're like, "What did you mean by that title? Are you trying to form a little cadre of trolls?" And so I clapped back with some. I mean, I genuinely was like fucking 8th grade maturity on like how I responded. I was like, I didn't post it again. I posted it once. Technically true. I posted it once on r/TheCinemassacre Truth, and then I posted it on r/TheCinemassacre when it was removed from the Cinemassacre Truth. Again, that's out of his jurisdiction. The mods of the Cinemassacre Truth, you're not allowed to dictate what I post on the Cinemassacre, but they got mad about it because it makes the Cinemassacre Truth look bad.
Well, I know a while ago somebody tried to make the Cinemassacre Truth 2 as like, a response to the mods, banning him or some shit. And it didn't really pick up any steam. It's sort of a dead subreddit. But now the Cinemassacre is where the detractors go. And it's weird. It's kind of weird to me that like that's the main sub and way more shit flies under the radar. Like they really don't keep track of very much on there at all. And the only person of note on that subreddit is Jay Hunter from OSW Reviews. He went over there one time and just fucking spurged out about Cinemassacre Truth and was like, they're fucking horrible and whatever. Somebody made like a 540 joke. And he went on a tirade where it's like, it took years to get those jokes off of here. Don't bring them back in here or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, don't say 540 or the OSW fucking guy, Jay Hunter, flips out. He'll put you in a figure 4. He'll fucking put his sock in your mouth.
Oh, brother. So I'm clapping back to this moderator a little bit. And then 10 minutes goes by. And I'm like, you know what? I got my lols. I made this moderator seethe a little bit, and that was pretty funny. I'll just play nice, right? I'll just play nice. So I say, hey, it's fine. I'll take it down, even if it's funny. And I'll take down my post on r/the Cinemassacre, which he has no power over. But I'll take it down in good faith, even if it's funny. And I follow up with, I was not aware that you guys were the people who removed the comment. I thought he deleted it. Yeah. He hits back with like, okay, well, if the moderators remove something, you can actually look at the mod mail link. It's not hard to find. I have no idea what the mod mail link is. I'm a Reddit moderator. I don't know what that is because it's not important and it never will be.
I know, dude. I mean, dude, okay, like guys, yes, we're Reddit moderators, but not really though, right? Like we just keep the lights on. When people are like, oh, well, the rule number 5 says this, and then you see there's a mod mail link at the bottom of the first time that I got a mod mail, I didn't know what that even was. It doesn't turn up in my notifications at all. And so the fucking head mod was getting hella mad, right? Memorex or whatever, getting all butthurt that I wasn't answering the mod mail. And so he hit up one of my buddies and he's like, can you get a hold of him for me and tell him to answer the mod mail? And I was like, what the fuck is the mod mail? It took me a minute to find the damn thing. And I'm like, okay, I said, bro, why didn't you just message me directly? And he's like, well, it's mod mail. It's for mods. And I'm like, I'm not a real mod, you fucking idiot. This is a joke. Don't you know what trolling is? Fucking, yes, I'm a Reddit moderator, guys. Like, yeah, actually.
Just bring it up to me. Just talk to me. You don't have to redivert me to the mod mail.
What difference? I mean, is the mod mail a special kind of mail where like special things can be said that cannot be said otherwise? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And I told him, I was like, dude, he was getting bent. He's like, tell him to stop ignoring me. I'm not fucking ignoring. What a little butthole. Like, calm yourself down, Memorex.
Dude, throughout the day, I'm like working on stuff and I'm like lifting weights. I'm just like chuckling to myself because I keep thinking, can you get him to watch his attitude?
Oh yes. So so guys, like, I gotta tell the chat. So chat, at one point, fucking Memorex gets a hold of me, and he's like, "Hey, what's up with this Uberstorm guy?" Now immediately I'm like, he's gonna tell me that it's an alt account or some bullshit or whatever, and I'm like, nah, he's a real guy. I talked to him on the podcast with Dr. Harley. Here, check it out over here, whatever. And he's like, well, can you tell him to watch his attitude problem or whatever? I'm like, and I told him straight up, I'm like, I'm not his dad, bro. You tell him. What the fuck? Are you telling me?
If he has an issue with my attitude, fucking tell me about it, dude. If you don't like the way I'm talking to you, stand up for yourself.
I mean, really though, like this is what we have to deal with, guys. Being on Reddit is a fucking pain in the ass because everybody on there is a fucking, a soy fag, schizo loser. And none of them fucking like humor. None of them like to be entertained. They all want to just fucking, live in this hive mind. And I don't know, the moment that something comes along, there's a certain sentiment that will happen afterwards. Okay, because Frankie got lucky. Frankie's one of the guys that threw himself on the altar and they didn't kill him. but not just Slosh, but a
Somehow.
bunch of other guys. There was the 2 guys that were like filmmakers, and they talked about the Bimmy movie. That shit fucking flopped. Even Dylan. I mean, he got some good viewership out of the book review, but then they didn't come back. Even when he talked about Bimmy again. So there's this idea that Cinemassacre Truth is the core of everything Bimmyverse, and if they like something and we don't like it, we can't say anything about it. So if I complain about Frankie or whatever, but yet if I complain about, so here's something I want to tell everybody in the chat too. When I first came at Dr. Memorex and I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna go after Slosh, he was like, Godspeed, good luck, and go for it, right? He's all for it.
Truthers didn't like him.
Yeah,
they did not like him.
But the truthers like Frankie. But I'm like, okay, well, I don't like Frankie, so I'm gonna make the same kind of jokes that we made about Slosh or Justin or anybody else. Oh, but Frankie's the Emperor. You can't talk about the Emperor. You can't say he has no clothes. And I honestly think that, I mean, I can't prove this, and this is a wild theory. It's really wild. I think the incestuous nature of the Bimmyverse actually does reach into Reddit, where things that happen on the Reddit, we've seen this before. The Reddit has affected the Cinemassacre, even as a company. Like Mike has embraced the stupid Minecraft bullshit. Like there's like these echoes from our end that end up on their end. That's odd to me. Like, that shouldn't happen, right? Like, Justin Silverman should not be friends with Frankie Frayne when Frankie got famous off bagging on the guy that works under you. Like, what the fuck? So
it's very silly, kind of off topic, but I've been re-listening to some of those Red Cow arcade on Cinemassacre, and they bring up the Slobs or Justin Silverman, and they'll make a fat joke, and they'll fucking cackle and howl. Like, it's like, dude, your best friend weighs way more than Justin Silverman does now. Like, you have no room to laugh at all, actually. You should be deeply saddened.
But if we laugh at Junt, then we're bad, because Junt has the mask of wholesomeness that Justin Silverman has never had. But what I find funny is, Frankie goes to that convention and he's like chasing down Justin to like talk to him and hang out with him. And now they're like really buddy, Justin comments on his videos and whatever. And it's like, Frankie, do you even know what you're doing, bro? Like, you mocked this guy mercilessly. Deep down, this guy's a scumbag and a grifter and a slime ball. And you have a wife and kids and all this shit. And you want to be friends with the guy? Fucking for what? I mean, I was friends with him for one day, and that's more than I'll ever want. That was it, guys. One day.
My only assumption is that Frankie goes, wait a minute, Justin is also two-faced. We would get along great.
Yeah, right.
It's like, no, not a good plan, bro. You guys are just gonna have knives in each other's back.
I mean, like, are you gonna clout chase that hard that you're gonna be buddies with that guy? I mean,
yeah,
really?
That's the wrong kind of clout chase. Like, are you so desperate to like have an official video with Bimmy or with Mike Matei that you'll side with this fucking?
Oh, dude, I think Frankie Frayne would sell his soul to Satan to have a collab with Bimmy. Absolutely.
Oh no, I mean, I think it's something that he and Slosh both have a problem with, is that they are like, they have this idea of making it. Yeah, I'm gonna get big and everything's gonna be perfect. It's like, dude, whatever is making you unhappy in your life right now, getting more stuff, more money or more fame, that's never gonna fix that problem that you've got, whatever it is. That problem that you've got is inside of you, and you can figure it out, and you're only gonna fix it through wisdom and work.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of strange that they all sort of have the same afflictions, where EJ, Frankie, and Junt are all afflicted by not just obesity and fluctuations of obesity, but they're also affected by hoarding. For those who don't know, EJ is quite the hoarder himself too. And the last two videos on Red Cow Entertainment were both shopping videos that EJ likes to call shorping, because he's one of those cringe millennials that likes to sound cute, even though he's a fat guy with a beard. And in the newest video, we find out that he has meta spy glasses with the little cameras on them. And he's wearing them around the store, recording shit at the store. Now, call me crazy, guys, but I don't like the idea of somebody walking around a public store with spy cam glasses on, because, you know, they could record all kinds of stuff that probably shouldn't be recorded.
Yeah, no, it kind of goes against any sort of consent you would have towards being filmed in public. I mean,
this is from the people who fucking recorded RGT85 after Frankie felt threatened by him. He's taking pictures of the guy.
Oh yeah, no, that too.
Fucking lame. I mean,
just weak shit. Pathetic, petty shit.
Weak ass shit, dude. And the thing is, okay, why talk about it on the internet, right? It's already lulzy enough that you did it. And it's like, I'm going to talk about the time that the guy almost got into a fight with me, whatever. And all the guy did was like, hey, man, don't throw balls at my kid. And then Frankie's
was like,
should I escalate this? Stupid.
It was just a small confrontation, and this guy's like having like movie fantasies in his head. Like, I'm going to kick his ass, or I'm going to tell him off, and everybody will clap.
Oh, Frankie has that complex. He has the complex of wanting everybody to clap and notice him, and it's his narcissism is off the rails, bro. It's pretty wild.
I keep getting off topic because we're just in Bimmy-verse period, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like going a little bit off the trail, but I'm still looking at these mod messages, and we got a little bit to go through.
Yeah, go for it.
So they say, okay, well, if somebody removes something, you can look at the mod mail link. I don't know what that is, and I don't care, and I never will look at it.
Right.
And they say, no need to repost it. Don't repost it publicly.
Oh.
If you have an issue, message us first. Don't repost it publicly. This is like damage control, where it's like, you can't post this cringy thing that was posted on our subreddit, because that makes us look bad.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that are unhappy with Cinemassacre Truth, that it wouldn't be that hard to rabble-rouse a small group of people. But what these guys don't understand is we don't really care that much. All you fuckers on Reddit that hate DWG Truth, that hate Red Cow Truth, we don't give a fuck about you. We
roll in the shit.
We love
the negativity, dude. It's funny.
Yeah, every time somebody takes Reddit seriously, it's fucking wildly funny, and sometimes we pass this shit around behind the scenes, and I've shown some pretty funny shit to some other folks too, and we all have a really big laugh at just the worst people on Reddit, because there's varying levels, of course, and these mods really, they're some of the most unfunny, you know, untalented, unintelligent, just sort of drones. Like I often wonder if any of them are bots, because they seem so lifeless to me.
Well, they have to follow the rules and do what's best for the community, and of course, I can't remember what term you used, but like, they're gonna be subjective on how the rules are applied to certain people. They're going to look at certain people in a negative light, or they're going to look at certain people in a positive light, where it's like, if someone broke the rule worse than somebody else, oh, well, the guy who didn't break it as badly is going to get punished because we don't like him.
Yeah, it comes down to favoritism, like, truly, because well, when I was in good graces with the mods, then I was able to get away with some pretty funny shit. But the moment that I pushed back against them, which, like yourself, is immediate because I don't know them, right? Like, as nice as we are and cordial as we are, I don't know you. I don't owe you anything. You're not my friend. The fact that you're an actual Reddit mod on a real subreddit makes me kind of laugh at you a little bit, because it's like, what are you doing with your life, bud?
So let me reread. So one of the things the mod says is, the comment this account, the Filthy Island Devil, posted, we find that to be inappropriate and off topic. Inappropriate, yes. I would say, I want to see Mike get a foot job from Aaron so bad. That's inappropriate. Off topic, no. Very on topic. Inappropriate, yes. And also, if it's off topic or inappropriate, the beauty of this is that that comment would most certainly be downvoted. Even though the Cinemassacre Truth is a hive of scum and villainy, it would be down. Nobody wants to fucking see that weird gooner ass comment.
Well, and again, this is the result of all the normies flooding in, where it's like that's normie humor. It's like, you know, and
Yeah.
somebody in the chat says Reddit sucks, but it's good to keep up with the Bimiverse. No, you are wrong. It is actually terrible to keep up with the Bimiverse because it's flooded with bad jokes. They never post anything from like Facebook. They never post anything that's like hot off the presses. We sort of have to do that shit ourselves. When brand new shit comes out, the mods don't even pin it until fucking somebody like myself yells at them, please pin this, because they're so fucking slow on the draw to like. You know, at the same time, it's like, oh well, we're the mods and we know best and we know what's right and we know what's wrong. No, you don't. You don't know what's right.
And
what's
even
wrong.
that, like, yeah, you can technically keep up with the Bimiverse and like see what some of the goings on are. But another problem is that the takes are like way off now, where it's like all these normies come in and they're like, Mike Matei is the real AVGN. Okay, I would like to see an episode of AVGN solely produced by Mike Matei, where he acts and stars in it, and it's written and directed by him. Because I guarantee you that would be like bottom 10 episodes of the series. Bottom 5.
Oh, dude, I mean, we already had this though. See, Bimmy took off, left him in charge, and we got some of the worst shit ever. That was
I mean, that's the example, but I mean, I'm specifically saying it's like, if he did an AVGN episode, it would be as bad as that Elmo video and that Inspector Gadget video.
Dude, Mike Matei is cringe as fuck. I mean, watch his streams. Watch how he talks on his streams. He's when he calls himself, was it Man Baby Entertainment? Yeah, he's a man baby for sure. And Aaron, who is a perfectly good seedbed, is going to go to waste and never have children and never pass on her genetic legacy because some cokehead stuffed with McDonald's.
Some guy won't grow up because
you can't get his dick hard.
Waste her time and
he's got coke dick.
You know. No, Aaron, you can't have kids. It's only fart knocking and retro games for us. You don't get anything.
Well, he got that fucking dick pic from a grinder thing or something, right? So it's like, I mean, is dude even straight? I mean, is Aaron the beard?
That could be it, man. That could be it.
I mean, this like a lot of these YouTubers that have been around a while and that have climbed to a certain height. YouTube at a certain point pulls them aside and has a little talk with them. And this has been talked about by many YouTubers over the years, right? And they basically tell you, like, look, you work for us, you play by the rules, don't go crazy, don't go being independent and saying what you really think or really feel. And as long as you play along, we'll make concessions for you, right? And I don't think it's unreasonable to think that Bimmy or Mike have been given a lot of slack on things that other people would not have, you know?
Yeah. Well, my stance, honestly, it really is like, look, you can like Mike Matei and enjoy, like, he's fun in, like, short bursts. He has some funny clips. He can be kind of lolzy. But the thing is it's like, you should not respect Bimmy. You should not respect Mike Matei. You shouldn't look up to these people. Maybe seeing, like, someone low budget doing these little skits, maybe that can inspire you, but that's, like, as far as it should go. These guys, Bimmy and Mike, they're not exceptional human beings one way or the other. They're not particularly good people or particularly bad people. And you shouldn't put them on a pedestal like this.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's like, this has always been something I've told people, man. Like, if you're looking for validation from other people on the internet, if you're looking for an idol to worship on the internet, I mean, you are fucked in the head, man. And like, you are the problem with millennials. You are the problem with the world. If you give Red Cow your money, if you give Josh your money, you're wasting your money. You're paying somebody else's way through life, who's a liar and lazy and a grifter. And if it's somebody who really does need help in the world, like I'm not against crowdfunding if something's like proven, but like 90% of crowdfunding is either a scam or a liar or it just doesn't work out. And when are we going to learn? I mean, when are people going to learn to just fucking take care of yourself, man? Like, weaponized altruism is out there. Like, your heartstrings are being played by fucking thieves. And this is why I rail on Frankie so hard, is because the dude doesn't need to be grifting like this. He has a real life. He has a job. And yet he's selling out his fucking fat friend so he can go out and buy Pokemon shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's fucking weird shit, man. And it's we shouldn't be enabling this publicly. We shouldn't We shouldn't celebrate it. That's the real problem. The celebration of like mediocrity and of like degeneracy. It's like, no, you should feel a little bit of shame for eating a lot of box back.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like when Nikocado Avocado started eating himself to death, his fans were yelling at him to stop. Okay, and then when Junt is doing it and he's sitting in front of 6 different desserts in his skin tight Grimace outfit, nobody fucking says to stop it or it's bad. And if they do, the comment gets removed because, as Elect Chicken has pointed out, Frankie has a very carefully crafted image that has been delicately maintained over the last few years, ever since the Bimmy thing started. I think he knew that at some point people are going to push back and say, well, you're not much better. And it's a long time coming, really. Like 4 years of Bimmy grifting is very lucrative, and now it's time to move on. Josh and Frankie, pack it up, take off. It's over, guys.
You know what's really fucked about that Nikocado comparison is the people who were telling him to stop eating. Most certainly, some of those people were trolls and hate watchers.
Well, yeah.
So, like, trolls and hate watchers are more concerned with this person's life than the actual fans of Junt. Like, the people who actually say they love him. They don't care about his health. He can do whatever he wants.
Well, and we learned this very valuable lesson with King Cobra because as trolls, when the fans were actually feeding him booze and sending him food, it's like, guys, you're enabling him, right? Like you're making it worse. And they're like, no, we're helping him. But then it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and then it got all the way worse. And recently I found out there's a clip that's been unearthed. King Cobra predicted his death age and cause of death perfectly.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, back in the back in the apartment where he had the girlfriend when Null came over.
Jessica.
Yeah, when Methica came over, he was in that apartment. So this is like I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. He predicted. He was like, "I'll be 34, alcohol, heart attack, 34 heart attack," and he was like, "Fuck it, I don't care." Yeah, he said that he would rather have that than to grow old, I guess. So it's like, well, he was the master of his own destiny in the end, I suppose. But my point being that whenever somebody's like, "Oh, Junt is wholesome. I want more box mac. I want try this kind of box mac. I'll send you some box mac." Like, guys, you're killing him. Stop it.
Yeah, it's you are gonna make him. You are going to replace all of the blood in his veins with butter. It's a bad thing, man.
Yeah, I remember Dylan made that joke where you ever watch it. Is like, I think he was saying like Frankie's daughter is gonna be like, thank you for filling Uncle Junt's veins with butter.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Because at some point he's gonna die. At some point, Gloria's gonna look back on her life and say, Dad, if he was so obese, why were we making a show called Box Mac? That's kind of strange. And then why didn't you put a stop to it at some point or pivot to something different?
I hopped on stream with you and Doc one time, and I remember talking about, like, dude, 5-10 years, Junt's gonna be dead, and all of this stuff that Frankie thinks is just bubbling under the surface, it's gonna fucking blow up right in his face. And it's not just that. It's not just Junt. It's his daughter. You're putting your daughter on camera, and she's gonna go into middle school or into high school, and fucking kids are gonna find and laugh at how cringe your dad is and how cringe she was as a kid. You're gonna ruin your child's teenage life because you want to show off how virtuous you are, or you want to have more entertainment for your fans. It's genuinely tragic to think about that, because again, it's like, dude, you are setting events you are setting yourself up to be dealing with a lot of fucking problems in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, even if this whole thing isn't lulzy enough now for people, or that they can't see how lulzy it is, it will continue to get worse and worse. And at some point, people like Frankie at some point have a midlife crisis, and they'll fucking spiral. He just turned 40 recently, and as somebody who turned 40, a couple years ago, it hits you like a fucking train. The day that you wake up, you feel 40. and something in your mind changes. You start getting worried about the future. You start feeling, I could die any day now. Frankie recently talked about he had a friend that died of cancer or some shit, and it's like, oh, all these millennials, they're all in their 40s, they're all getting cancer, and da-da-da. And it's like, well, yeah, and you're still eating shit food. You know, stop it.
Yeah, the older you get, the more friends and family you have to say goodbye to, and apparently Frankie just, I mean, maybe he hasn't had enough things taken away from him, people taken away from him, but, yeah, I don't think he understands the value of life and how to live it. And
no, definitely not. And this is something me and Eli Chicken talked about this, where we theorize that Frankie's never had any like real hardship in life. Maybe the worst thing that ever happened was, you know, a relative died or something, right? That's about it. But he's never had to really struggle to survive. You know, he's never had to, you know, sell all his belongings. He's never had to sleep in his car, to, you know, go to work at a fucking freezing cold lumberyard at 4 a.m, or you know, go work on a house or a yard or a roof or whatever. Like, he's such a flabby soy man who's lived a very comfortable life. He's probably lived every summer in air conditioning and like has never felt the summer sun. He's pale as fuck. Yeah. These are very soft people. Now, guys, I'm not the Chadliest Chad, okay? I don't play sports. You know, I'm an average guy, about as average as it gets. But when I see guys like Frankie and Josh and all the other millennials out there, I feel not just shame for my generation, I feel disgust. And I feel the need to just fucking rape their fucking egos to death.
Yeah, I'll be vague about it, but I'm an older Zoomer. I'm probably the youngest guy in this chat, or I'm subscribed to your channel.
You are. You are the youngest.
I feel the same fucking way, dude. Yeah. I fucking hate my generation. I can't, because they're all fucking doing. Again, it's the same thing with Frankie, where it's like, I'm watching you, and in a matter of 5 to 10 years, everything's gonna blow up in your face.
Yeah, there's no forethought to any of this stuff, and not just the ramifications on himself. I don't think he understands what it does to an audience, where his audience is very, very susceptible to suggestion. To the point where if you guys go and look at the latest shopping videos by EJ, they're like, I love this content. More shopping videos. This is fucking awesome. This is amazing content. No, it's not. You people are brainwashed, and you need a fucking doctor bad. You need Dr. Harley.
Think about the Electrician. Think about the Electrician's opening video where he stopped taking his meds, he drank a soda. He suggested to them that he was a fucking moron who could easily be dealt with. And they fucking, it was hook, line, and sinker, man. I mean, it was
well,
like
and if anybody doesn't believe that, look at myself, because Frankie has never ever underestimated me, and that's why he's never sent the mob after me, is because I think he knows that it's not only beneficial to me, but that, because okay, here's some behind the scenes. After that happened, after the mob went after the first Eli Chicken video, you know, I told Frankie, I was like, bro, what are you doing? You're going to make him into a martyr. You know, you're making him the hero. And he was like, yeah, it was only after that I realized it was too late, and that was a bad move, and I've told everybody to not engage with him anymore. But even to this day, there's still people out there that think, yeah, you know what, I'll take a swing at Eli Chicken. But like, nobody wants to take a swing at me.
He's still making videos about it. So I mean, I was checking out his Rumble earlier today, and yeah, just a month ago, he's still talking about like people kind of coming after him,
and meanwhile, my channel's lonely, and I'm fading into the mist, you know, like. But it's for the best, guys. I've outstayed my welcome far beyond anything that it should have been. So I mean, going forward, really quick with this Bimmiverse stuff and more complaints about the mods and whatever. It's sort of it can go two ways, right? It could either kill our interest in all this stuff, or we can make their worst fears come true, and actually
yes.
sort of actually start this narrative, or not even a narrative, really. It's a conversation. You know, are the mods of Cinemassacre Truth doing a good job? Because they don't want anybody talking about that openly. They don't want anybody having a discussion of, are they doing a good job? And
yeah, before we get to one of the messages because I wanted to get to the final part of this message is the best part, but you were talking about Frankie not working hard, and there was another post I was going to make after I became an enemy of the state. And this post, I mean, it's like, I know this would get removed because it's just so funny. I was intentionally trying to make like a parody post of like the people who were like, Mike Matei is great. And so what I did, the title of the post, I can't remember exactly what it was because I was like drafting it. The title of the post was, does anybody have any pictures of Mike Matei doing yard work? And so I even like the post body, I'm like, has anyone seen like pictures of Mike Matei? Like, has he ever done like a Instagram video where he like takes the hinges off of a door or like puts a wheel on a car, like unscrews, you know, gets those 4 retaining nuts off there or whatever it is. You can see I don't know anything about cars, but is there any, I'm like asking like, are there pictures of Mike out there like working hard out in the sun with a weed whacker? Is that something that's out there? Because it's like Frankie, where it's like, this is a character where they have, their struggles are very, very little, very minor.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when Frankie reacts the way that he does to like the lightest criticisms, he told me one time in a DM, he was like, well, you know, if somebody made a truth subreddit about me and I was getting daily abuse, it could affect my job and it could affect my life, you know. Oh, but when I did it to Josh, it was A-okay, right, buddy?
Yeah, apparently. I mean,
not only was it A-okay, he would post fucking comments on there. He would,
yes. Oh man.
The fuck, bro? So you're worried about your job?
Dude, I'm throwing shit, but don't tell me I stink. Don't tell me that.
And you know what's hella funny is that Frankie left a comment on a Josh video, and Josh left a little heart on it, and it's like, oh, they're friends again. Even though Frankie was totally fucking laughing at Josh when I was trolling him and saying that Josh's audience is retarded. And fucking now
it's the same thing with Kevin Savo, where it's like, oh, he shows up on the Bimiverse 25th anniversary, but like in chats, like he's going, I can't believe I had to put up with this fucking gym rat. What a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, he was like, I had to cut out all his stupid shit.
You're really friends with Kevin Savo, and you're talking about how annoyed you are with him? Interesting.
Well, yeah, and how much he's like, I had to cut out all kinds of content that was a bunch of nonsense, fucking rambling, and all that manosphere stupid shit. And it's like, you know, I don't love the manosphere either, but it seems to be working for Jimmy a lot more than whatever you're doing, my friend. So
yeah, I mean, he's probably grown more as a person, and he's younger than Frankie, and he's probably wiser than him, and it's just not a good look. Anyways, the best thing that this moderator said in a message. So they were talking about how the comment's inappropriate, it was off topic, you shouldn't have reposted it publicly, you should have messaged us about it instead of like posting it again, blah 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 blah. This is the juiciest part. They say, if we see screenshots of these messages, of these DMs, or if we see screenshots of post removals that are being posted on other subreddits, I am going to ban any accounts involved with TCT. Those kind of posts break Reddit TOS, and I will contact the admins about it. He's not threatening to ban me if I post about the mod mails or the deleted post images, and why look at how my posts were deleted. Look at these idiot moderators. No, he threatened anyone who would be involved with that. Anyone who upvotes that or comments there, that he'd just look at their account and ban them from TCT. And this is really funny because, as I told you, I was re-listening to some RCA, and they were talking about how there was once a moderator on r/the Cinemassacre, and that moderator had a bot who would ban everyone who posted on the Cinemassacre Truth.
No shit.
And so, none other than Krusty Justy. I say that this comes from RCA because the information could be dubious. I don't fully trust Frankie.
Well, allegedly.
Right? But let's just go with it. Let's just go with the story because it's compelling. And allegedly, none other than Krusty Justy came to the Cinemassacre as a representative of Screenwave, and he said, we don't want that kind of negative attention and traffic towards that. We want communities about James to just exist, and we don't want you starting a war with the other subreddit, because those people are, basically those people are paying customers too. I mean, he didn't I'm paraphrasing, he didn't fucking say any of that, but that's probably the reasoning, right? Where it's like, oh, we need to use these as advertising vehicles, right? So they got rid of that moderator who was banning people from TCT, and the floodgates were opened. And so the lurkers started lurking. But then it started happening the other way around. This is the problem right now. This is the heart of the problem, is that we need to have truthers on r/the Cinemassacre, not r/the Cinemassacre users on the truth subreddit. We invade them. We invade them, and then we fucking lock the door behind us. Like, they don't get in.
Well, and see, that's the thing is, like, I mean, the mods are more concerned about maximizing all the traffic, maximizing the membership. They really don't care about the content anymore. They don't care how much, like, they'll say that AI is slop, but then people will repost, recycle old fucking posts. And I mean, my God, how many times have we seen the Pride Month James Rolfe meme? Like every year for the last like 10 years or some shit. And it's like, guys, just make a new one. Just make the same exact meme and just make a different picture or something. Like, minimal fucking effort. I mean, really, like my thumbnails for my fucking videos take more effort than some of these posts on Cinemassacre Truth, really. And they're not considered like slop or anything. And just like, I don't know. But going back to what you said about like the migration, right? How Cinemassacre Truth, the normies, they're kind of migrating into our space, and now Cinemassacre Truth is the normie space, and regular Cinemassacre is now the punk rock hangout.
We're in Bizarro world.
Yeah, it's
everything's
totally,
upside down.
it is, and it. So this is like the I find it very compelling and interesting that mod would say that to you, where it's like, well, what are you planning to do? Like, stage a revolt or whatever. And it's like, well, no, but now that you say that, that sounds like you have
now that you say that, I kind of
you sound a little paranoid there. Are there other people complaining about this subreddit not being as good as it used to? Because I'm sure somebody probably asked you, hey, like, why are things different now? And where's Brown Electrons? And where's all the old posters, right? All the really funny guys, all the talented guys, they're rarely there anymore. I don't know when the last time I've even seen Rizzler Schmizzler around. They're barely around. So it's like, those were the rock stars. Those were the guys driving the content. And I mean, oh my God, like, one of the mods, and I don't give a fuck, I'll call his ass out, Calavera, he got really butthurt about the Frankie situation and went to an Eat Like Chicken video and was crying to Eat Like Chicken about Frankie or whatever. And it's like, that's proof positive right there of why when I start talking about Frankie the same way I talk about Slosh, suddenly that's not okay, right? Like, I can bag on anybody in the world, but I can't bag on Frankie because one of the mods there is a total fucking simp.
Yeah. Well, no, if you're shitting on Frankie, you're shitting on the Cinemassacre Truth. And if you're shitting on the Cinemassacre Truth, that's dissent. We can't have dissent.
Yeah. I mean,
and here's the funny part. A key rule of the subreddit, one that you were kind of complaining about, and I would ultimately defend, the subreddit is not a person. Okay, so if I'm laughing at the entire subreddit, then I'm not picking on any individual, am I? I'm not, like, bullying anyone, right? Like, so that it must be okay, right?
Well, no, because we're not a collective of people, even though we all say 540 1,000 fucking times a day. We're totally not a collective. I mean, okay, so if you don't want to have a collective, you want to have a fragmented community of partially normies, partially truthers, partially like wanderers and tourists and shit, then, don't allow any slap fighting at all whatsoever, because you're going to have a lot of fucking different groups in there. You're going to have a lot of different factions. Yep. So anytime somebody starts attacking another user, immediately squash that shit, which they don't. They say no slap fighting.
I literally called a person a retard the other day, and it's like, I mean, I didn't do it very directly, but I fucking did it. It's still up.
Well, I mean, it's still up until they fucking realize you're the one who made it, and they're like, oh, that's the guy we don't like, so we gotta take his shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I get banned because any of the mods were alerted to this VOD, I would just laugh my ass off because that's the funniest thing ever. And this like last message that he's sending me, he is leveraging all of his moderator power, all of his fictional power. He's like,
Oh yeah.
if you post anything about these messages or about the deleted post, we will ban you and anyone involved in TCT. And I'll even contact the admins about it. Oh, the internet cop's gonna call the internet FBI. Oh no! Like,
All right, we're gonna go to Club
like
Fed.
you have no power here, dude. You have post the Theoden meme. You have no power here. You don't. There's the beauty of moderating is that they have responsibilities and they're told they have power, but they actually have none. Despite how many people will say, "Oh, the Wild West of the internet is over," one of the blessings that we have is our anonymity. We still have that. I don't have to upload a government-issued ID to Reddit when I make an account.
Yeah.
So I can just make another account, and I'm back on the Cinemassacre Truth. Oh,
Yeah.
but that circumvents that's against the TOS.
No,
Okay.
I know. And I told these guys
Prove that this new account is me and take me to court. I'd like to fucking see it.
and that's
Like, what are you gonna do?
that's another good point, right? Like the mods don't know what to do about that kind of stuff. They really don't, and they don't want to say that. They don't want to say we have no solution, we don't know what to do. But like at the end of the day, when I pick their brain often enough about, okay, how do things work, right? Are you going to ban me? Or are you not going to ban me, or whatever, right? Like I've tried to bait them into banning me more than a few times, and they still haven't done it yet because, you know, just like my channel, like I could immediately just start posting N-words or like something wild.
Yeah, you could. You could hit the nuclear button.
I can hit the nuke button anytime I want, you know. But like, I want to take somebody with me, you know. So if I could piss off a mod, or if I could fucking get other people banned, or like, that's hella funny to me. Like I want that. I want that pretty badly. So I don't want to just blow myself up with a suicide bomb. I want to take out like a big chunk, you know. So, but going back really quick though, going back to, you know, oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get a troll army or whatever? And it's like, you know, he's falling into the same trap as Slosh and Frankie, where they think that there's no dissenters. And this tells me that there are dissenters, and that just like with Slosh, all somebody has to do is hold up the flag, and people will come. I mean, it happened. It happened before. You know, it's not impossible. You and I have been a part of other trolling communities that we were not even close to being in the top of, and we've seen these things work over and over again with different people in different places. That when you sow enough bad seeds, you're gonna have a bad harvest. And the TCT mods, they're a bunch of awkward weirdo fuckers that like are very fucking self-aggrandizing, self-important. Yeah, I mean, I've been told too, like, don't repost our DMs or whatever. That goes against Reddit's terms of service. And it's like, bro, I'm pretty sure that my subreddit itself goes against the terms of service. I was prepared.
Yeah.
I was prepared from that for day one. Get a fucking clue. Not everybody who's a mod on Reddit is trying to like make that a job or a fucking life or something. Okay, for some of us, we do it to fuck with people, and it's funny to us. And yes, we do screenshot that shit. We screenshot all the lulls because fucking
funny as fuck.
Because real, actual Redditors that take it seriously are some of the worst people on earth. There's a reason why Reddit has a bad reputation.
Yes. Well, that's another thing that I wanted to bring up is I said that it's like, hey, we're blessed to have our anonymity on the internet still. You know, like the Wild West has been tamed. You can't get away with a lot of things on social media now, but you still have your anonymity.
Not Frankie and Josh. Not Frankie and Josh.
Not if you fucking share everything about yourself.
I live in New Hampshire. I live in Jacksonville. Like, well, fucking thanks. Okay.
No, well, let's find him.
I mean, dude, I know. Josh used to tell people, if you want to send me packages, send them to my job. Here's my job's address, and he put it in the chat.
Oh Jesus!
He put it in the fucking chat. And if you go back now and watch those old streams, that chat will probably pop up in the chat replay.
But as I'm saying, the Wild West may be over, but one of the blessings of people taking the internet so seriously, it's not just on Reddit, it's on almost every social media site other than like 4chan. And I don't even think I would call that social media. Every social media, like everyone takes the internet seriously now. And it sucks, but it's really easy game. Like setting bait has never been simpler.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's really wonderful. Like I don't even, you don't really have to troll anymore. It's more like you just set out your line and they come reeling right in.
Dude,
it's wonderful.
there is more lolcows than ever before. I mean, there's a surplus of lolcows. You can just pick one and it's yours, and you can have it for yourself. You know?
I've been considering, like, I have these videos from a couple different channels, and I've been considering sharing them on stream with Doc and Dylan. And the thing is the problem is that these are small channels made by people who are just self-expressing them. Like, they're just expressing themselves. They're not shilling.
Yeah.
Like, I have found a subgenre of autism on the internet where, like, these people are like weird artists that aren't very good, and they're usually obsessed with children's films, and they have really bad art on DeviantArt.
Oh, Christian.
I have a couple of these basically, yeah, but it's like there's a bunch more of those people where it's
dude,
like, and
there's hella Christians now. There's like thousands of them out there.
Yeah. And so it's like, I think what I have to do, I really have to get, like, I have to, because I have one of these videos downloaded, because it's like, you got to do it just in case they ever get a grip and say I should get rid of some of my videos. But what I think I'll have to do is I'll have to Gaussian blur his face and then, like, censor his name whenever he says it, because it's like, it is such a fucking funny video that this random private citizen made, because everyone's a lolcow now. The lols are free.
I mean, it's almost like there's more lolcows than trolls. Honestly, I feel that way.
I really think there are.
Yeah, because I like, the internet has done such a horrible, number on people that, like you said, they take it seriously. Back in the old days, gather around, children, gather around. Here's an old school troll story. We used to make fun of people like that by using the term, the internet is serious business, or just sometimes just saying serious business. So as a shorthand version. And that was always like the joke, is like, you're not supposed to take this shit seriously, and yet. No,
that's what I was going to say about the Cinemaster Truth, where it's like, oh, this is a shit posting sub. It's all serious business.
It was.
You're not allowed
and now they take it way too fucking seriously, and it's not fun anymore. Like TCT
how do you make a joke not funny? Well, you have someone in the room who goes, that's not funny, while everybody else is laughing. I mean, there you go. You just ruined the fucking vibe. Thanks.
And I mean, like, if somebody, like in the old school way of doing things, if you don't think someone's funny, you just be funnier than them and fucking, riff them, and then the audience decides who's the better of the two. It's like a rap battle, like. And so when people come at me, it doesn't really stick. I don't know anybody who hates my guts that has been able to really make anything out of it. Because guess what? I'm not really that noticeable. I'm not really that, notable or interesting. And I also accept my flaws, and I tell people all the time, like, I am not a cult of personality. Don't think that I am some sort of moral authority. I'm not. I am just a regular dude calling shit like I see it. I don't charge money for my opinions because they're worth the same as anybody else's.
Think for yourself, man. You might say something that you want to be heard, but think for yourself. You said plenty of things that I'm like, I don't know about. And perfect example, like, a rule that I used to love on the Cinemassacre Truth is, the subreddit is not a person. And this honestly, it goes into the entire reason why I enjoyed the subreddit and why it, like, won me over, is because when I finally dipped my whole foot in the water into the Cinemassacre Truth, I found, yes, trolls, yes, asshole-ish variety of people, but I also found a community of, like, very, there was an air of open-mindedness just a year ago. Really, just a year ago, there was, like, I could post whatever Cinemassacre L take. I could go, hey, do you guys remember this video? I always kind of liked this one. I always thought this was kind of a good one. And some people would be like, yeah, no, I think that's kind of lame, and I think this joke's kind of hacky. And then other people would be, oh yeah, I know, I love that. But it's something I genuinely liked about the community, and now it's like every other place on Reddit. And this is the only reason why I liked this Reddit. This is the only reason I really started engaging with Reddit. a couple years ago again, because it's like I like this one because it was different from the rest, and now it's not. It's just like the rest.
Yeah, I mean, how long until we get Cinemassacre Truth T-shirts or whatever, right? Fucking.
Oh dear God!
No, don't give them any ideas. Don't give
can't.
them ideas, right? They're gonna do it. No,
I mean, I would not be surprised if fucking Mike Matei started like trying to get some 540 or Loco Bandito or any. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Like fucking Mike Matei releases his own sex toy, the 10-incher.
I mean, here he did the stupid cum sauce, and it's like the dude knew that nobody was gonna buy it based on it looks interesting or whatever. Like it's a meme. You're buying.
Yeah.
It's like you're buying meme food. I didn't know you could have meme food, but fucking whatever. If you pay money for memes, you're an idiot. Just flat out, guys.
Yeah. No, it's the same thing as I remember. I fucking speaking of I hate my generation. I had people like younger than me. Who it's like they discovered irony for the first time and they're like, dude, we're gonna go see the Minecraft movie. I'm like, why the fuck would you give them your money, you fucking retard? What the hell is wrong with you? What is actually wrong with you? Don't give them your money, it's a piece of shit. It's not funny to spend money on garbage and support that. There's nothing funny about that. Yeah. You are actively making the world a worse place.
Oh, I do seriously, like, as the world economy falls apart, as inflation runs rampant, somehow, like, and this is not just me saying this, every credit card company will tell you this, outstanding debts are at an all-time high, payments are at an all-time low, financial irresponsibility is just wildly out of control. And if someday they decide, well, we got to have digital currency and you're all going to get fucked in the ass, guess who helped usher it in? All the millennials and Zoomers that wasted
it. I think your mic cut out for a minute, Steve. You're gonna have to.
Am I here? Hello.
Back it up a little.
Hello?
Yeah, I heard it was you finished on like financial irresponsibility, and then
my
I
bad.
think you cut out.
I blame Discord. Yeah, I mean, financial responsibility is really like the most important thing in our generation right now because. As it is, the guys who are in their 40s that don't have anything lined up for retirement now, you're not going to have it lined up by the time you need it. Not to mention a lot of us are taking very poor care of ourselves. We're not going to make it to a retirement age. A bunch of us are childless. A bunch of us are futureless. And we take that to mean, well, I'll just go ahead and spoil myself and fuck the future. And that's just not a good way of living, man. Like if for all those out there that you don't have kids, you don't have a wife, there are ways that you can help people that need help. People out there that do have.
You're still cutting out. I unplug the mic, or I don't know if your internet's off, or if Discord's off, or if your mic needs to be unplugged and plugged back in. But
we're at the 90-minute. We're at the 90-minute mark, anyways. I'm gonna probably wrap it up. So with that being said, guys, Cinemassacre Truth is now attacking my internet and trying to take me down. No, they're not doing that. Any final thoughts?
I mean, I do have more troubles with the mods. I'll finish by explaining that, like, I left things extremely amicably with the mods because at the end of the day, I got my fucking lulz. I got my salt harvest from these mod mails. This guy threatening to ban not just me, but anybody involved in any screenshots I've made and, like, contacting the admins, that's hilarious. Him being worried that, like, I'm gonna, like, start getting support from other people about how I don't like TCT, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
And so I just finished off with, I understand there are simply some rules that go beyond TCT. I just found the guy himself deleted it. Despite being a mod, I don't know much about Reddit. I didn't mean to start any trouble. I just felt that it was okay to post such a strange notification and figured we should laugh at ourselves a little bit too. Have a good week.
He probably hates. He's seething at that.
Dude, me saying I didn't mean to start any trouble, like that shit makes me, because it's like, dude, my post was, this subreddit has developed a sickness and I am the cure. Like,
oh yeah,
of course I was stirring the shit up a little bit.
No, I did that to fucking Memorex too, where I was like, you know that I mean well, and I was always so cordial with him just to string him out and see how long it would take for him to finally break. But yeah, he still has yet to break. But I'll find a way to get banned eventually. That isn't directly my fault. And at that point, you know, yeah, we might just make a stink about it, Doc. So Dr. Memorex, Memorex, he's not a real doctor like Dr. Harley is. He's a fake doctor, you know. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, Eric.
Oh, shit! Okay, I lost internet connection briefly.
Yeah, it's been you the whole time, buddy.
Still hear me?
It's been you the whole time.
Fuck! But here's the thing. I do have more... I do have more difficulties with the mods, and who knows, I might post something within the next week. So we could have a part 2 next week, maybe.
Oh, next week, yeah. Let's do it next week.
Yeah, because I've got more to say and more to talk about, and I'm sure as I go on, I'll have things that pop into my mind throughout the day that I'm like, oh, I should have said that. So
I mean, eventually this will get back to
this
will get back to people that are going to make a stink about it, and if we do it again next week, it might be a lot of fun. So I say we should do it. So
it would be really fucking funny if I got a notification about I said it before, but God, I would laugh if I got a notification about being banned.
Well, that and I have some ideas
for doing this stream. Like,
I have some ideas of what we can do as far as making content out of Cinemassacre Truth that's more entertaining than the sub itself, for sure. But anyways, thank you so much, Eric, for coming on, and I'll have you back on next week.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. I had a great time. I was happy to see everybody in chat tonight. I did want to bring... Pol and I made some good points about Frankie and about this parasocial epidemic of the internet, and it's happy to see everybody in chat. I like the content, Grout. That makes me laugh. That makes me smile, Roy. So I'm just saying goodbye to everybody, because, you know, I'm happy to be here and talk with you guys, and
the fact that the fellowship exists at all is quite miraculous, because I was on a suicide mission, and it ended up being something far better and greater, and I've met so many creative and interesting people. This is what trolling should be. It should always be something that's enlightening and justified, and always with good intent. And I think go ahead.
It's like good comedy. There needs to be some truth to the joke.
Yeah.
If you're not trolling and there's not, you are probably lying in some ways or baiting in some way, but there has to be a little bit of truth for that bait to work, for them to get the bite on it, because you're representing something that they've already faced, and so you get to redo their anger. You get to redo their frustrations by representing something that is true, that exists in our real world, by you know, holding an opinion that other people might have.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, if you're gonna be calling yourself a truth subreddit and you're hiding things and you're obscuring things and you're not allowing free conversation, then you're just like every other subreddit, and you deserve to go in the trash like the rest of them. And so if as far as like speaking truth to power on things, this is something that I've always done with my ethical trolling, is I don't make shit up, right? Like I don't need to make shit up like, you know, Josh Cannon got arrested for drugs or what. No, I know. I mean, the DUI thing, he admitted that shit. I didn't make that up. But I mean, like, because then if you start lying about people, then now no one believes anything you say anymore. You've you know, you're what is it, Chicken Little, right? The sky is falling, or you know, Crying Wolf, the boy who cried wolf. There's many stories about this, that if you're going to complain about somebody, complain about shit that's real. That way other people might agree with you and come along for the journey. But if you sit there and you spurg out and you're like, this guy did this thing, and it's all a bunch of bunk nonsense, then no one's going to join you, and you're just shouting into the wind. And I thought that would be me. I thought I would be the guy shouting into the wind with Slosh. But no, as it turns out, when I held up the flag, a bunch of people came and joined the quest. And to all you guys out there, and you too, Eric, thank you guys so much for being a part of all this. It's more than I would ever deserve, truly. So I'll see you next week, Eric. Same time.
Yeah, and I'll be in chat tomorrow probably for, you know, Doc Harley and Dylan, and who knows, you guys might need to tap me in. I might need someone to tag in and out with me, because it's hot over here, man. I'm barely alive right now. I'm dying, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm surviving the heat, but like I kind of thrive in it.
Oh well, lucky
It's
you.
kind of like it's an experience. Like I feel the intensity of the heat, and I just live in the present. Anyways.
Well, I wish I had your youthfulness. I used to. Maybe. I don't know. I forgot. It's been so long. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night, and I will catch y'all next time, next week, tomorrow, anytime, anywhere, any place. Watch your back, Cinemassacre Truth.